Yes. Yeah. Nani? Let's give space.
So it's among the average ones because the biggest of the females is about 3.8 that we have had here. Yeah, but the males we've had at 5.5.
Nani Setrika kwa wapi? Amepelekewa. Media tunahitaji, wao ndio tunahitaji wa focus pande hii. Wewe bado unasomesha.
Of September this year, the Kenya Wildlife Service launched is a strategic plan that will define how we are going to grow and provide service in the next 5 years. In that strategic plan, there are a couple of things that we have agreed with the stakeholders that we are going to do, and one of them is what has been happening in this National Reserve over the last 2 weeks, and that is translocation of elephants from a densely populated small reserve to a bigger space that is Aberdare National Park. Our target is to move 50 elephants from where? Because of the overpopulation. Currently, we've already moved 39. Today, we came down here to come and witness the progress that the team has made, as well as close up the translocation. And today, we have darted 5 elephants. That is a whole family. It's a mother with his subadults and one baby, and behind us is where they are being loaded. So in total we have done 44 elephants, and 6 elephants are remaining, and that will be done tomorrow, and we close the exercise. Normally elephants stay in families. Like today, we were able to spot 2 families. They were almost very close together, but we isolated them, and we went for this family of 5 elephants. Is normally a big mama and the calf and the sabadots, and all of them have been tranquilized and brought in here, and they are being resuscitated. Why we are doing this is, one is we want to reduce the human-wildlife conflict that is happening around Mwema, mostly destruction of crops and other properties for the communities. And number 2, we would want to ensure the security of the elephants that are insecure when they get out into the human landscape. And number 3, we are restocking an ecosystem that is the Aberdare, that is big enough and it is fenced, and we are 100% sure that the elephants that we are taking there, they will not be able to cause any human-wildlife conflict, because we have fenced the entire of Aberdare. If you compare the two ecosystems, Mwema is 42 kilometers squares, while Aberdare is 767 kilometers square. So the two, in terms of size, they are not comparable. When elephants are in Aberdare, they have room to roam. And in that way, we are actually drilling down into ensuring that two things: the communities are safe and the wildlife is safe. And our tag one is that thriving wildlife forever for all. Mostly for these ones, we are selecting families, and like today we have a family of 5. They are completely related. It's a mother with his children. And if it's not a mother with the children, then we can have the extended family. You can find a mother and sisters and the children together. But when we get into the lone males, we take lone males. When they are together, you can pick 2 or 3 together, easier. So that, but basically when we are moving them to the Aberdares, we are also doing a mix of the age structure. We have young ones, sabadots, and the mature ones. Well, we have the normal operational challenges, and in this exercise, which is actually one of the largest in Africa, we've never one spot-on translocation that is moving 50 elephants at a goal. But this one, we've done it. Why it has been successful is, if you look at the team that we have built at KWS, I have a team of veterinary officers, I have a team of rangers, guys who are doing operations. If cumulatively you put their experience of translocating elephants together, we have more than 120 years of experience in terms of when you load their experience all together. And this can be proven by the fact that we have given services to our other countries like Uganda and Tanzania in terms of their movement of elephants here. In terms of the cost, the cost is, I wouldn't say for this kind of operation it was expensive. As a Director General, I was able to leverage the budget that we are getting from the government, and this exercise is going to cost me between 12 and 14 million Kenya shillings. To me, moving 50 elephants and reducing the pain that the communities and the farmers are feeling, that is the modest cost. I was able to bring it as low as that, and we are happy that this one is fully funded by the government of Kenya. Then number 2, in terms of the population, we can say Mwema elephant increase is a conservation success. An area whereby we are experiencing minimal or there is seriously no poaching, the elephants have found that they can be able to thrive, and that is why the population has basically tripled in the last 20 or so years. Yeah. And this is part of our conservation success, that a story that we have to tell the world, that from 1989 or 1990, when the elephants were poached and they came down to about 16,000, a period of 33 years, we have grown our elephants now across the country to a figure of 38,000. Basically, if you look at the population of elephants in those old days, when we had more than 170,000 elephants across the country, and they were completely suppressed by poaching and hunting, and we are now growing the population from a bare minimum of 16,000. We are barely at any point that we should be worried. We are now at 38,000, so we are not in a place whereby we can do what our neighboring countries are doing. Okay. We are still growing our population, and we have this. Basically, it's about management action and decision making, and continuously with the strategic plan that we have put in place. Every warden who is in charge of a park or a reserve is going to be responsible of the issues and the population of animals that are within the area. They need to place the baton here. This particular population, when we did the last census in 2021, that is when we realized that the population has actually tripled here. And we could relate that with the incidences of human-wildlife conflict that we were seeing coming out of this place here. Yes. And we are actually particularly very happy and thankful to the communities around here, because they've been our best stakeholders. We are conserving with them. They take the pain and they alert us when we need to come and intervene.
So far, 39 have been translocated, and in the next 1 or 2 days, we will have the remaining 11 translocated. They are going to Aberdare National Park, which is more spacious, it's greener, has more foliage, and this is to manage the overpopulation that has been recorded in Mwema National Reserve. Mwema National Reserve should be holding about 49 elephants. Currently, the population is 156, and therefore the need to translocate. It will also ease the human-wildlife conflict, because with the overpopulation, because of the fight and the competition for food and water, they stray away from the national reserve to areas where the communities are, and therefore cause the conflict. So far, we are happy. As you can see, the interests that the community has shown, they are now well aware, they have the right information, and they are supporting us. The KWS team has done a sterling job. We are impressed by the expertise, by the precision and the experience and the professionalism we have seen all the way by all the teams, including our vets who are monitoring the elephants. And also the team at Aberdare that are receiving the elephants have done a splendid job. This is an event like no other in the world. We have never seen a translocation of 50 elephants at one go. That's why we are putting a lot of focus and attention. I wish the Guinness Book of Records could be here to witness a record translocation of elephants. And the people that record the wonders of the world, I am here to present another wonder of the world. The teams here and even the media are happy to have touched the elephants. They have seen the spotting, they have seen the darting, the loading and the transportation of the elephants. And also, Kenya is a custodian of the World Heritage, and we are happy to see that even international media is participating, because it is an international event. It is not a local event. It is not a Mwema event or Aberdare. It's not a country event. It is a world event, and we are happy to see all of you. Human-wildlife conflict is when then the elephants are looking for food and water. If they can't find it in the reserve, they then stray to people's farms and other land that is not within the reserve. They may destroy crops and even harm the human beings. So that's the sort of conflict that we are managing. When we have the right population, it is easier to get a coexistence between human and wildlife rather than a conflict. As you can see, this is a very, very huge operation. You have seen the amount of equipment, the amount of machinery, the amount of professionals that we have here. But all I know is that the cost is handled by the government of Kenya through the Kenya Wildlife Service, and that is an operational issue. I'm sure they are doing it within the budget that they have. I would say it has been very, very successful, because in the next 2 days, we will be finalizing the exercise. What I can say, it is a tedious, it is a very difficult operation, but because our teams have the professionalism and the expertise and the precision, despite all the challenges, including the very hot sun, including the terrain and other challenges, they have done a sterling job, and I would call it a big, big success.